Hello everyone, this is Devann Edwards, aka Devann the Connector, connecting you, yes, you, to the knowledge that will empower yourself. Do you remember the times when you had your breakthrough? Do you remember your mindset upgrade? Do you remember your health upgrade? No? Why? Because that time is now. Every second, every minute, and every hour, we can remember that tough times can build tough minds. And when you remember these 8 things that I'm about to share with you, you can internalize it in all you do and let that empower you. Because that's what it's all about. Taking back our power and allowing it to serve our highest good and making better, higher choices in our life. And again, building a better mind through the tougher times. Because the times are going to get tougher. Or elevated, that we're able to handle it and pretty much handle it, control it, master it, manage it. So yeah, I'm going to share with you 8 things to remember when going through tough times. I know I'm smiling, but I mean, number 1, this is an interesting one. So everything can and will change. Nothing changes. Change is inevitable. So when you're going through tough times, just remember those tough times are in some way changing you or changing the circumstances around you. And it's about raising that awareness that this is part of what is just happening. It is what it is, and now you have to ask yourself, okay, how do I fit in this this change that's taking place? Because even, for example, there's a great wealth shifting. There's a great wealth transfer taking place right now, and many people don't know, and they're allowing these tougher times to reduce their awareness of actually taking place, rather than doing the opposite. I remember watching I was watching Undercover Billionaire yesterday. It was quite interesting. And there was I think it was episode 6. I was watching episode 6. And Grant Cardone, he said something very interesting because he was panicking because he didn't know what he was going to do. I mean, because he's trying to build a $1 million business and a few thousand to his name. And he hasn't made any progress. And he was saying to himself, like, I have to go big and go bigger. Like, every time he says, how I interpret it was expand your mind to compensate for the fear. So the more afraid you get, the more bigger you should think. The more you should expand your mind to compensate for that fear or that feeling of afraidness, so that you overcome that and you step into your higher self over that lower self aspect. That's how I interpret it, and I mean it was visible when you watch it, because that's a great show, and it's a great display of what happens in real life, you know. So number two is remember that when you're going through tough times, you've actually overcome tough times before. You've overcome challenges before. If you've overcome, it don't matter what age you are, there's some challenge in your life that you've overcome. So that the fact alone that you've overcome a challenge means you can overcome another challenge. It's just understanding the degrees and the levels to it. And again, going back to number 1, it's a change. So you have to change with the times, with the tough times. Number 3 is that understanding that when you go through tough times, it's a learning experience. So ask yourself, like, not why is this happening to me? But ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What am I learning from this experience that's taken place mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, in every aspect of my life? What am I learning and what can I relearn in order to empower myself to elevate from this condition that I'm feeling and thinking in. So number 4 is not getting what you want can be a blessing. So when things may not be going your way, but there's always a hidden lesson in the there's always a hidden blessing in the lesson. So you will not receive your blessing until you go through that lesson and really understand it. Because most of the time we often are recycling these lessons because we really haven't learned it. Because if we have learned it, then we'll be applying that lesson that we learned. But oftentimes we don't recognize it. But when we're going through tough times, that is a great time to recognize it, because then it activates your mind. It allows you to really have to focus on that thing that you're feeling or thinking. So not getting what you want can be a blessing. And number 5 is allow yourself to have some fun. Like I was telling my girlfriend Xavier the other day, I was like, you know what? Let's just celebrate the micro wins. Even in our business, we hit a milestone last week, and even though we're not where we want to be yet, we pushing us to where we're going. It was a confirmation that we're in alignment with the direction we need to go in our business and in our life as well, because we're growing in other ways as well. So again, allow yourself to have some fun, because sometimes you can be quarantined, and then you can just allow everything to just get to you, even though you had a good day or you had a good moment. So just really embrace that and really use that energy, use that positive energy to fuel you to move forward. So give yourself a praise and then give yourself a push. And number 6 is understanding that through tough times, being kind to yourself is the best medicine. So it's an interesting thing where through tough times, people want to be mean to you or tough to you. But as long as you're not mean to yourself, nothing else matters. As long as you're kind to yourself, as long as you're applying self-care to your mind, body, and spirit, nothing outside can affect you, because the inner world creates the outer world. Nothing outside of that, nothing outside of it within you can affect you if you really tap in and really be kind to yourself, because positivity always prospers. Okay, and you might want to get some real life medicine, functional medicine. I recommend, functional medicine in a cup. If you want to know more about that, let me know, because we can get some Ganoderma up in here and some nice coffee and tea, which is that's been fueling my mind, body, and spirit. If you know me. Number 7, when going through tough times, remember that other people's negativity isn't worth worrying about. Because again, it's also this law of judgment and this aspect of karma, whereas when you judge someone, you're judging yourself. So when people are being negative to you, they're actually being negative to themselves, because it's actually affecting them energetically. And again, going back to number 6, how you receive that is the determining factor whether you want to enter that mental atmosphere that they're trying to project to you. But you don't need to do that, because it's not worth it. How is it helping? How is it benefiting the interaction? There's no equivalent exchange. There's no reciprocity. So that needs to go. So again, move away from all the negativity. Because even though the negativity is around you, it doesn't mean you have to be of it. You can be in the world but not of it. You know what I mean? So again, it's not worth it. And even when I remember reaching out to people within my network, and this was an interesting thing, is that focusing on the activity. So for example, within my day, I have a schedule. These are the activities I got to do. No matter, and some that includes messaging people or communicating with people, and whatever their response is not my problem, whether it's negative, positive. The fact that I did the activity is enough. And then I just do more activity based on that. And the same way is that if you set the intention to do a certain thing within a day, anything that is not in alignment with that tries to distract you or move you further away from that, you need to step aside from that. Because again, it's literally about evaluating every moment, like plan, do, review, and be aware of that, because people are going through tough times themselves. But now that you know that you're also going through a tough time, and you know what to remind yourself of, you can have a tougher mind within. You can handle that situation better than the other person may have. Oh snap! Phone just dropped. So yeah, you can handle it better. And number 8, we're getting to number 8 now. Number 8, where the 8th way to remember when going through tough times is there's always something to be thankful for. I'm going to say that again. There is always, 3 times, always something to be thankful for. If you move with a attitude of gratitude, then it's not only good for your mental health, your brain function, it's good for your whole beingness, and then that will affect the environment around you. Because the environmental, your environmental wellness, the environment around you is shown to have a huge effect on your health, and health is wealth. So when you're going through tough times, you want your health to be in tip-top shape, don't you? So you have to have this attitude of gratitude. And I know a lot of people that talk about gratitude. Bob Proctor talks about gratitude. I actually have a video talking about gratitude, which I might post in this in the comments below, whichever platform this is, Facebook or YouTube or wherever I choose to. But yes, understand that there's always something to be thankful. So if you feel some type of way, just know that, oh, wait, but I'm grateful for this though. So you can focus on that. You wanna focus on whatever serves your highest good. You wanna focus on the higher choice. So if something's not going your way, you don't want to dwell on saying, "Oh, this ain't good. This ain't going my way. This ain't going my way." But this happened though. So let me focus on what this is doing, because this is gonna push me forward. This is not gonna put me into a paralysis of analysis, just questioning something that's not gonna help me. So again, what are you thankful for? Just ask yourself that right now. What are you thankful for? I'm thankful for shelter right now. I'm thankful for great health. I'm thankful for the ability to connect you to the knowledge that will empower yourself. I'm grateful for the ability to build a tough mind in tough times. And if that's something that you're grateful for, and if you're striving to build a tough mind in tougher times, then type tough in the comments below. And also DM me as well, message me if you want to know about a proven system to actually maximize the potential of your brain and your mind in order to combat these tougher times and really handle it in a better way. So message me, let me know, comment tough in the comments below. And I want to say, have a great evening, great day, great weekend, strong end. This is Devann Edwards, aka Devann the Connector, connecting you to the knowledge that will empower yourself. Stay empowered, like, share, comment, subscribe, all those good stuff. And just remember, the connection continues. Take care.